Hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. You'll have to excuse my voice. I'm getting sick. So anyway, so happy you're here. Would spend some time with me today. I have a few DIYs today that I'm gonna try to fit in one video. I don't think I've done that yet. But anyway, so you might recognize this here. This is one of the long frames from the Dollar Tree. Excuse me. The long frames from the Dollar Tree. And I think it holds the 4x6 photos. It holds 3 of them. But we're not going to be putting photos in today. We're going to go ahead and take off the cardboard backing. And you see that I'm taking out the inserts. And we're going to leave the prongs on because we're going to reuse the prongs and the glass. Okay, next you see that pile of paint stir sticks there. You could get those at Lowe's or Walmart. They could give you some for free, but you can purchase them in packs as well. So what I did is I just measured with the frame and drew a line with a pencil on the stick on to how much I need to cut off of that. And those snippers there, yeah, they work okay. I thought it was gonna be, they thought they were gonna be stronger and better, and maybe I just bought the wrong ones, but yeah, they were not. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that first stick as a template to draw a line, measure out all of the other sticks, and then I'm going to cut those sticks at the same length as the first one. Then a total bonehead moment. I don't know how many times I've done this, but anyway, I just set the glass back in there, and I thought I was recording. So I set the glass back in there, and then I placed all of the sticks in on top of the glass, well, underneath, and put the glass back on and put the backing back on, and just still using the prongs. I might go over it again with some hot glue in the back just to make sure, because those Dollar Tree frames can be pretty flimsy. But yeah, so now I have these wood word cutouts, and I believe I got those from Hobby Lobby. They say grateful, thankful, and you guessed it, it says blessed. And now I'm going to flip the frame over, and I'm going to find placement on where I want to put these. And so yeah, I end up putting it long ways. I was going to do it the other way, but the words were just too crowded. So yeah, this is how I decided to put them on. And to do that, I'm going to be using E6000 glue. I just want to tell you real quick that you want to be very mindful of how much glue you're using on the back, especially when you're using the E6000, because you don't want to put too much and then it smudge and smear all over the place. So I just put tiny little dots here and there on the back, and I lightly pressed it down. And then I'm going to leave it overnight, and by overnight it should be completely cured onto the glass. And here you'll see that I'm using a rub-on transfer. I got these from Essential Stencil, and this is part of the Easter package one. But yeah, they're really easy to use. You just take off the backing, put it onto the glass, and just start scraping. They sent me that little scraper tool to go with it, and then with my Cricut tool, I just ever so carefully lifted it up, and if I saw that some of it was coming back off, I just laid it back down and rubbed on it again. And yeah, I do the same for all of these. And that's all I have for today. This is what it came out looking like. I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I love you, and Jesus loves you. God bless you, and I pray nothing but greatness and blessings on your new year. Yeah, So remember to like and subscribe, share my videos, and let's help my channel take off. I appreciate all of you. This next DIY is actually an inspiration DIY. I saw some of these, one of these mirrors at my mother in law's house, and I looked at hers and I thought, you know what, I can make that. And so I headed over to the Dollar Tree and I picked up three of these mirrors that you see me working with here. And I'm taking out the backing and the mirror, everything, just so I can have just the frame part. Now I'm keeping everything together, so I just needed to take off the backing so I could put this rub and buff on there. And now you see I put a straight line of that rub and buff. I didn't even really need to use that much. A little bit, a tiny bit of this goes a long way. And so yeah, I'm just taking my finger and the color is antique gold rub and buff. So I'm just taking some of that on my finger and I'm just gonna basically just smear it all over the frame and rub it in there until the entire frame is gold. Okay, and now that I got the frames gold, what I do to one, I'm doing to all three. I'm going to take some E6000 and some tiny little half beads that I found. And I am going to put little dots all over, just little dots. You don't want to put too much of this stuff because it'll smear and it'll look awful. So take some E6000 and put the beads all the way around um, the frame. And I don't know how it happened, but all the beads fit perfectly all the way around. I can't even tell you what size they are. They're just little small beads I got off of Amazon. And you see that I kind of space them out there. I didn't really need to do that. I just put them all butted up together and every single bead fit all the way around. Never in the world does that happen. I was so excited. All the beads fit. I didn't have to cut any of them. I didn't have to space them out. All of them fit perfect. I was so excited. And so, yeah, like I said, what I did to one, I did to all of them. So I ended up with three total. And guys, look, tell me these are not so stinking cute. They came out absolutely perfect. I was so excited and so proud of these. That never happened. Oh, I was so excited the beads fit all the way around. I still can't get over that part. But here they are, all three of them. And they look just like the ones inside my mother-in-law's house. And here, I don't know what happened to all my footage. I'm having my husband help me center the little legs. But in this DIY, what I had done is, you see that big wood round there? I had actually gotten that on sale at Hobby Lobby. It's a big wood round from their spring collection. And I went ahead and I stained that. And then I got 4 of the wooden um, rolling pins from the Dollar Tree, and I went ahead and I stained those the same color. And now I'm just having my husband put some pilot holes in, and that's so he can help me drill on the legs. But yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what I did with that footage, but it comes out so cute. And here is all 3 projects. I was so happy. I was so proud of all of them. But yeah, here it is, guys. Happy New Year, and thank you for coming back to see me. And remember to like and subscribe to this video. Share my video if at all possible. It'll help my channel to grow. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love you. Jesus loves you, and we'll see you in the next one.